Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making penne alla vodka, or, well, I actually have mezzi rigatoni, so I guess it's rigatoni alla vodka today. Great dish. I feel like everyone loves this pasta dish, and what makes this pasta dish so special? The vodka, of course. Last year in high school, when I started college, I used to work at a pizzeria, and every time we had penne alla vodka for family meal, it was a good day. So let me show you how I make this. I got our pan here, put it on medium heat. Tablespoon of olive oil. And now we're going to begin to render the fat out of our pancetta. We have this diced up. And we want to render all this fat out. Crisp this up. Get all that flavor. You could use any cured meat here. Guanciale works great. Prosciutto works well. You could use bacon. I have pancetta today. So we don't want to start with a hot pan here. We don't want to burn this. We want to slowly render out that fat, develop the flavor here. Then we'll remove it and we'll make our sauce as if we normally would make our sauce without the cured meat. If you didn't see the video for the tomato sauce, I'll link below in the description. Check that video out for my basic tomato sauce recipe. So we'll let this render down. Check on it in a few minutes. Okay, our pancetta is rendered nicely. Got all that fat out. It's nice and crispy. That's what we're looking for. Not overly cooked, not burnt. Just rendered all that fat out, all that flavor that we're going to make our sauce with. So we're going to put this aside and we'll add it back when our sauce is finished cooking. It's nothing better than any Italian cured meats. I'm removing most of it because I want to keep its texture. I want to keep it somewhat crispy when we add it back to our sauce. So we'll just put this aside. And this wouldn't be vodka sauce without some vodka. So we'll turn our heat up a bit. And we'll add a splash of vodka here. Always take your pan off of the heat. Even if it doesn't flame up, you still don't want to add your alcohol with the pan over the flame. So we'll remove a splash of vodka. A quarter cup maybe. Let that alcohol burn off. So we're just left with that nice flavor of the vodka. All right. And now we'll add our tomato sauce. I picked some basil and oregano. I like to add that at the end. I always like to add fresh herbs at the end. Keeps them nice and fragrant, nice vibrant color. So we don't throw away the stems. Plenty of flavor in those, so we'll add them to our sauce. Add a pinch of salt. A little bit of cracked pepper. And we'll let that cook for about a half hour or so. Let those flavors develop. Okay, our sauce has been cooking for a half hour. I like where the flavor's at. Got our water boiling for our pasta. That's come to a boil, so we're ready to salt that. Always generously salt your pasta water. Otherwise the whole dish will suffer. To know if it's salted properly, just give it a taste. Take a touch more. So now we can get our pasta going, and while that's cooking, we'll finish our sauce. Our rigatoni's in. Stir. So I like where the sauce is in terms of flavor. We have to keep in mind, we still have to add our rendered pancetta back. We're going to grate in some Parmigiano Reggiano, heavy cream, and those are a lot of strong flavors. So if you taste it now and you think it needs salt, and then you add salt, by the time we add our Parmesan and our pancetta, it's going to be oversalted. As well as the basil and the oregano. There's a lot more flavor that's going to be added to this sauce. So we'll grate in some Parmigiano Reggiano. You can never have too much Parmigiano Reggiano. And at this point we could discard our stems from our herbs. And we'll add a touch of heavy cream. start with a little bit. You could always add more, we can't take away. I'm just looking for that nice color. I like how that looks. Taste that. A little more Parmesan. A little more fresh cracked pepper. We'll get our herbs cut, we'll add that. Our basil and oregano. Crunch those together. Run our knife through it. Our herbs. Pasta's almost there, and then we can plate this up and enjoy it. Not going to add all the pancetta, I'll save just a little bit to put over the top. We'll add most of it, just a little bit, put on top. Looks good. That's our vodka sauce. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Before we drain this pasta, I always use a little bit of that water, that nice salted, starchy pasta water. Always great to add to any sauce. All right, let's get this plated. Okay, our pasta is nice and cooked al dente. Finish it up, add it to a bowl here. And we never just want to put the cooked pasta on a plate and then just spoon some sauce over it. It's not the good way to sauce pasta. So we want to put our pasta cooked into a bowl, take our sauce, add it to our cooked pasta, roll that out of there. Whatever we don't get, you can just scoop out with a piece of Italian bread. Add a knob of butter to that, tablespoon. Splash of good olive oil. And just incorporate all that. All those flavors get together. That butter melt with our sauce. And once this is done, we could go to the plate. Actually, first we should give that a taste. Yeah, really good. Okay, now we can plate it. Get some pasta down. Grate some Parmigiano Reggiano. Rest of our pancetta. And some oregano. That looks nice. So there we go, rigatoni alla vodka. Give this recipe a try, you will not be disappointed. Don't forget to hit that like button, helps this channel grow and reach more people. Don't forget to subscribe, and appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.